And we are live. So first thing is I'm gonna cut to clear up quickly that I might not push this stream on Twitter or Discord, and if I do, it'll go. I didn't even just type it out for a while. But yeah, I just because I type extra message with the promotions. If I push the stream, I type extra stuff to make it look interesting and explain what I'm doing. That's how I am. But yeah, and then I actually I also prefer to have a few things ready before the stream. At the very least, setting up the palette nowadays. And I actually made this extra blob of clay. Set this up yesterday. I mixed a bit of black and turquoise clay with it to make sure that it was ready for the pants and the suit. And then I obviously had this ready for weeks and months actually, almost. But the armature for pocket for the ones within. I'll explain that in a second. But like I did prepare the palette and the extra clay that I needed for that pants just in case I was going to get ready for other stuff. We're not going to stream for too long. We have time for 2 hours, if not more, but we don't want to go too long because I have to do other stuff in the rest of the day. But a few other things at least. But yeah, I just gonna stream for the ones within Alpaca or the Alpaca character from the ones within the Alpaca mask wearing character. We might actually be able to fit a shark mask as well for Kramer Gaming or Moriarty, because I might be able to like swap a mask between Shark and Alpaca. That hence the title Alpaca Shark. But yeah, this is the frame, and you've seen this maybe elsewhere, but like I just had it ready. It has like a part of his leg that's not ready, really fully armatured, but I was running out of wire at that point, so in case anyone wanted to see it, I have this other prop here in case I was gonna use it for something else. This is the armature wire. I use copper wire. It's pretty nice. It just happens to be a wire I happen to have for the props I was using. The ears are for the mask itself, and he will have pretty much clay all over his entire body and torso, even his feet. So I'm planning to do at least the torso, and then maybe get to the legs too. I can stop at the very least of the legs, but I can do more of the legs if I have time. So, So, without further ado, I could just try to see if the chat works, and I'll start sculpting if I can. Yeah, let me just type with my mic real quick. Yeah. So yeah, I will be doing that in a second right now. Okay, so yeah. So we got the armature figure right here, like I showed you, and we actually have all the colors I should be able to need for this prop. If I need more, I can always go back to them later. But yeah, I have the reference, so I have my tab over here to show me the prop, even though I don't need it directly. I was just gonna keep the tab open for this window without doing what I did last stream, which was 2 different windows and tabs and equal ends on my monitor. I can actually just use the tablet because I think if I need the tablet, if I don't, I can just do the tabs anyways. But yeah, so there you got Paca, man. It's like that's what I'm trying to sculpt. I can show on the screen if I need to, or multi-stream. That's what I do with Twitch at least, is stream for that. So that's the character I'm trying to make. You can't really see because it's blaring, but yeah, I would prefer to keep this and the top over here. Okay. And then yeah, just look at this reference. Okay, that'll work. I haven't set the settings for where the tablet will turn off too fast, but just look at that. The sleeve, and there's a sleeve around his arm that might be a little tricky to put on, but I can just ingrain it into his elbow if I can. The tie I might work with a little differently. It's a darker red I'm used to. I'm going to use 2 different kinds of whites for the mask. We could just try to slide his face in and then do the ears, and then yeah. Let me think about which white I'm going to use. Probably the darker white for his face, and then the rest of his head, the normal white. And maybe the ears normal white too. Okay. So, seeing how big his face is, I'm going to try to cut off a piece of the white. And then just see where I can go from here, molding it out. And then I'm going to have to show you what I'm doing, so maybe more torch to me. Okay. Yeah. Yo. Got this dark. This is the normal white from one of the last blocks of white I have. But yeah, I'm not running too fast actually. I just and I'll talk to you guys about anything else. I'll talk to you guys about anything that's happening, even if it's something I might have to hold back on for now. But I don't. I just. And this is the white. Okay. So something I might have to do is shape his figure, which might be done. It might be done automatically, as I'm Oh, I have to save space for the face. Okay. So how I'm gonna have to do this is I'm gonna have to. I could do a double layer. Let me see. Oh, you know what I could do? I could slice this in half. I don't know if I'm supposed to do it like this, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just straighten that out for a second. That was a weird usage of the tool. I wasn't even supposed to even do it like that. I just happened to. Okay. So I don't know if you can hear me from here because my mic is right here. Like I have it to the side because I have to fit my palette on there. But and I had to do it before because the wires aren't even long enough to reach it from the desktop. It's weird. It was hard just to keep it in the middle over here. Like this might take a while in the first place, so we'll try to do it ready. Let's see if we can layer in his head. Because it does go over a bit of his torso. I should have probably already done his torso by then, but that's the idea is that maybe his torso wouldn't need to be rendered. So it's worth a try. I'll just put his mask on first, and then worry about the suit later. Like, see. All right. If it had needs shape or something, I could give it a little more shape. Okay. The problem with the wolf prop, the trick moon prop, is I didn't have enough shape, and I have to add more curls on this thing too. So, dang, wherever it fills the middle though. Hey, it is looking not bad. Like it's not even fully on him yet. It's just like wherever it fills the middle. I think I can try to put a little bit of his middle face in there. What if I'm not actually goes in? Like, all right, now my time starting. Okay. There's have to be like a whole head in there, but so I think the next layer of white I put on him is something like the cutout with a cutout, a little bit of a cutout. But before I put it in, I could try to see if I fit the facial features on there, and then. Okay. Try to use this side. Okay. Let's try to put those black eyes in the nose and that mouth. Punch carve the mouth. Okay, this is the face. So put the little whites in the middle. Okay. No problem. Separate those. Maybe even put a little bit of white in between them as a purpose, like just for effect. And those are a little too big. Hold on. I'm being all I actually need. Oh boy, my mic was off the entire time. My mic was off, and I was talking like since the 3 minute mark thing. I was still talking. It's okay. You still it was a show not tell kind of thing, but yeah, I was basically talking about every once in a while softly, like while I was doing the prop, and so the mic was off. Sorry. Uh, uh, so shame. I'm still talking to the webcam, thinking that it'll work. So, okay, I'm planning on doing the ears first before I put the fittings. So we're gonna lean this right. Let's try this one first. All right. We might have to lean to a sledge to make sure it fits around the face. Okay. There we go. Or we could do cuttings, like half. I want to do that. It makes it easier sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, half and half. Like the cream. Maybe that's when I can make the. And maybe I can even make a cutting in the middle so I can fit the. Like a little slit so I can make sure I can fit the. Hold on, let me just cover with this. Like so. Okay. All right. Fit that on. However we can. I gotta keep shaping the clay around it too. So here we go. Not molding it too much. Yeah. So far so good. I need me a little more clay for that one. Okay. So. Yeah, more than that. Okay. There we go. Stay on. Same ear. Yeah, I was talking to Sophie the entire time. I was just like talking to the camera, like with it off. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah, looks good so far. Last part. No. Fittings. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Yeah. First ear on. Yeah, it doesn't even look that messed up in right now. It's like, yeah. First ear on. And then find this in a slant after it's in position. Yeah. Okay. As always, getting the one behind first, or as before. So. Okay. Stretching that out. Yo. Okay. Can I get slow again? Okay. Fitting that in. Okay, maybe. Oh shit. Yo. Almost too pointy to the point where they're actually pointy to the point where they're just like a not gonna have to conform too much when they're moving, but they don't move too much. The ears, because there's hardly any clay covering them. Okay, maybe just a little bit on there, and just a little bit more. And maybe more of that to make sure it doesn't have to form too much, anyways. Because it's not straight anyway. So losing structure. Go up, go up, go up. There we go. Yeah, that's alright. Just need to get the. Yeah. Indeed, in those 30 minutes just to head us off. But I mean, it doesn't take that long. I think it took because yeah. Oh, hey, glasses. Hey, man. I see you show up. He early morning stream for me, but at least I'm not alone. Thank you for showing up. I'm making this. This actually is kind of relevant to you because I'm actually doing this clay prop stream again. This is not the first one I've done because the first one was for Hat Kid from Hat in Time, and I ruined that prop for like the clay machine itself. Just so I had to like stretch out the armature away from the clay for the clay machine itself. But this prop I'll keep still. This one is from the ones within anime. It's kind of a low popular anime with that's one of the host characters. You can see in the blurry. I'll show it later, I guess, if I can. But yeah, it's an anime character, and he's like a pretty tall character with a mask on, an alpaca mask. I was gonna make the mask swappable. If you know who Cramo Gaming is, glasses, then yeah, I was gonna make it so like a shark mask could switch over to, because Moriarty wears a shark mask and a tuxedo, and this same character, fun fact, actually has a bit of a like very similar, suspiciously sounding voice in the English dub as Moriarty, and it's the same aesthetic for like the shark and alpaca masks and tuxedos, and it's actually kind of like it's pretty funny. It's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, Karma Gaming. I was gonna make the mask swappable, but this is alpaca mask for the anime, the ones within, and maybe if I could switch the masks, if I was wanting to do that, switch for a shark mask or an M-shaped face mask or something. Yeah, but if you know the ones within, then you'll know that the anime is for of what I was trying to do with it. So I'm gonna try to switch over to see if I can do his torso. If I can, I'm guessing that his feet, the very least I can do for his feet, if I can see them, is make them black, or something, and then work from there. Yeah, glasses. You have to stay. It's nice to see you actually, by the way. But you don't have to stay if you have something else to do. But I was gonna do this morning stream and then. And see if I can do at least the torso. But I'm looking more into doing more of the feet and legs anyway. So I guess I'll just do that. But by the way, glasses. Do you happen to know someone called Viger? Because that's one of Talman's friends, and I think he's someone who does like a YouTube podcast or something. Viger's a very sweetheart guy. So is Talman, but like but it's like Viger happened to know that Talman was the kind of guy, or Tony, he was the kind of guy who if he was determined to get something, he would eventually get it in a nutshell. But stuff like that. I respect Viger a lot. I think Viger's like he's easily Viger and even Talman. They're easily people that I can look up to for the right reasons. I don't know if his feet have assets, but yeah, I think Viger has kind of his own leadership values, kind of in a sense, like Talman does. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, my nickname in real life is Tony too, so that's why I was kind of confusing to talk to Talman, because it was like my name was also Tony in real life. I think nickname at least. Yeah. Are you still in college, classes? Because I think you're a year younger than me. I think, but I think when we were in the group we were in, you were 22 or something, and I was 23, I think. And so maybe you're 23 right now. Doesn't have to be that fun for now, but yeah, I'll just go with it. I don't get awfully distracted while talking while sculpting. I like trying this out. Yeet. Yeah, you're still wise beyond your years. I don't know how they say this, but like wise beyond your peers or years or ears. I like that you're very confident in classes. You tend to be one of the people that I'm glad that when people were closing out the mastermind group, even especially the year afterwards. Oh, nice. But you seem to be one of the people that like when we were like trying to make connections after we were slowly fading away from the group. I like that you were able to let me reach out to you, and that was nice, and do all the socials. I'm still in touch with. I'm still seldom in touch with Rosini, and I still watch Fawn's content. I have yet to watch more like Plex's content and Talman, but I still hear about Talman from Viger, and so I think at this point Plex might be the one I've been out of touch with, but but I seem to help Plex quite a bit during the group, so I don't have any regrets with the 6 of us at least. Like, I don't mean to dwell in the past, but I actually really like how we managed to pull it off for 3 to 4 months. That we actually made that work every week, even with the time constraints and the life stuff. The mastermind thing doesn't have to be the only thing we ever know each other about, but it's just a nice memory. Like, content creation it's its own beast, honestly. So we were really lucky to have that group because we were very indeed much like-minded and in different good ways, anyways. So, like, so like the funny thing is like you're applying for a master's, but are you gonna go for the PhD classes? It's like, oh, you actually are gonna go for the PhD. I believe you though. I actually do. Like, you have the work ethic for sure. You're able to do it. I know you can. I don't know too much about you, but I know you can do it. Like, oh, all right. So torso might be the trickiest part because I have to fit that tie in the middle, that dark red and black stripes thing, which I could do with like strapping around black and dark red, but I'm putting a white t-shirt over behind it. So I guess what I could do is put like a white t-shirt on to begin with on his deck, and bot chest, and then see if I can go from there. And that should also just be white. I can use more of the wolf or darker white, but I just I don't know. Maybe the contrast. I could contrast. Yeah, actually, I don't want to waste much of the normal white. So just get a thicker layer of this and put it on. So it gives them depth, I think. Glasses. I hope this doesn't sound too personal for you, but like, are you half Asian? Because I am. I was just wondering because at least since I think that's the vibe I get from looking at your Instagram. I think no offense. This is my grandparents are my mother's side is Taiwanese, so you know. Let me try to put triangles on this side. Okay. Or maybe I should cut the sides so that would be easier. Okay. So I think the easiest thing to do is I just make it fit the V-neck for the torso. Okay. I really like that you showed up even though I did push a stream because I know you're following my Twitter too, so or Discord. Like I don't know if it would like. Yeah, that was the thing, Glasses. It was like your accent kind of did give it away. No, really honest here. Like it was like a. It seemed really ancient in a good way. Like. Like ancient accent. I was like real talk. I will need this in the front because I'll need a pan in the back, so I'll just do this. Hopefully, it's not too much of a torso. And just push it against it. Okay. No, I won't hold back on this. I'll just keep pushing, but not too far in. So. Yeah. Oh, I turned my phone. Okay. And I'll cover more sides of this thing with the torso, the thing. Oh, I put it on directly on the table. Oops. I have mats for this kind of thing, but I just guess what the first thing I can do is well. Huh. Okay, I'll put. I think I can work with putting the dark black, dark and red stripes of the the tie. Yeah. Okay. So we'll create strands of that. We have to make enough of this just to make sure that's enough of the dark red. So when you mix colors, you have to make sure you don't mix too much darker colors together, especially actual dark black. So I'll just use a little bit of this at first, even if it's not enough, just at first. So, or maybe we'll take the risk on doing a little more, but only this much. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah, but I think I'm planning on trying to on twisting them around instead of just laying them one by one. Because all I have to do is do like 3 and then 2 or something ideally, and then just fit a tie behind the suit and then just show whatever's remaining. So I really should be just making the suit at this point, but I wanted to make sure that the white t-shirt was ready. So like takes a little bit of our time to mix these colors to make them darker. Actually, at this point, I'll use a little more black clay because it does get really dark. So you did see the you did see the picture. Thank gosh, as blurry as it is, I would I don't need to use like too many encoders for this thing. I prefer webcam streaming anyways, especially for pop sculpting. Like it's most convenient for that regardless. Like, at least that's the plan. I was gonna twist them around and then layer part a little bit of the tie behind the suit, so they would stay in place. Like, or I could just fit it in there. It's getting darker now. Okay, that's actually the right. That's the right shade. Yeah, that's actually just about it. Okay, I'll keep that. I mixed this shade of blue ahead of the stream, so I was already on point with it because it took a while. It made my whole hands blue, so I'll talk to this. So it was hard to work with. But I washed my hands after that, and then I didn't stream that, but I just. And then we work with maybe the same shade of blue as the suit is for the tie. So I'll just use if I use jet black for that, it'd be weird. I don't know. I can just use respectively. So I'm gonna probably before I get the suit on, I'm gonna carve accents for the if they fit. I'm gonna carve the accents for the just to figure out where to fit the tie at least. Fit the accents for the white t-shirt. Yo. And yeah, you are indeed supporting me, glasses, because the company is actually always nice. Like, don't know if I need this right away, but it helps me figure out where to put the tie. Okay. Yeah. I guess yeah for the color. So the first use of this clay, I'm gonna put a little bit of the shape for the because the straight knot part of the the straight knot part of the you're welcome, glasses is gonna fit over here. So kawaii. All right. That should be okay. Just a little bit indented to the side, like a what would they call a trapezoid? Yeah. Yo, okay, that works. Okay. And then finally the twisting part, or if I had like a little piece of armature, I would just twist it like along a line. I guess like I did with the swords, whatever. Uh, I guess I could layer in shapes or something. All right. Twisting, I would have been a bad idea. Let me try the twisting thing first and see it and find that out from there. Like, I may have made more red clay than I needed, but you know. Like, there has to be enough thickness so that it actually shows. So maybe just half of that. And maybe the same length for each one. All right, okay. And then flatten it out as if it was a tie, but make it look like it's a little stretching out. So expanding it towards the bottom. And this might be a little easier than I think it is. Oh, my time is on 90%. Okay, I'll work it over. Yeah, it'll be enough, Barry. Yeah. Last stream I did with had time. I just used the desktop and split it between screens and showed myself what it was. So I just need to see a little bit more than the maybe, or at least enough to get down there. It might need to be a little thinner than that. Okay. Look at that. Fragile. So yeah, glasses. We will at least stick around for at least another hour, and then maybe not too long after that because there are things I have to do throughout the day. But yeah, it's at least to see if I can get a lot of this done, or if not the whole prop, and then polish it. But like, and it speeds up really fast after once I know what I'm doing. It's once I know, especially when I know what's remaining, then I'll be like, oh, okay. It's just like, and polishing the prop is kind of like a way to procrastinate, I guess, but it's not bad procrastination, I think. Like now it looks like a oh. Well, I guess I don't need too much of that. Yeah, it worked out. And then showing the part that it needs. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah. And flying that, making it look more flat as it goes down. Or this is not flat enough. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, it's a bit of a bigger tie than that needs to be, but. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Glasses. Yeah, I I I sometimes I had to push myself to do these streams because the sad controversial thing is that I'm actually not as passionate about claymation as people may think I am because I'm so talented at the craft. At the very minimum, I have a really great skill at this stuff. I make claymation really fast and sculpting props, so it has the impression that I actually enjoy a lot. I do appreciate and enjoy this. Not gonna lie, I can't be too hard on that, but like I know that there's not too much of me that just that says that would just say that I only cared about it because I knew that I would enjoy it specifically. But it's a long story, but it's like but basically I so I have to push myself to do these and knowing that they'll help my mental health a lot to be this creative and all that, and it helps the world. I mean, even according to Ikigai, I think it's definitely a thing. Something I'm good at, and it does have a need in the band. And there certainly would be profitability. I'm betting that if I get monetized, I'll be able to make this profitable if I focus more on it and did more content related with Evergreen and all that, and didn't back down and give up on it. But just but yeah, if you're school world, I think it depends for some people. I think in like secondary education, it depends if you actually if you find it easier or harder. Some people say it's harder because you're narrowing down on something that you care enough about, but you still have to put in the work. So it's like some people say it's easy because you have more flexibility and personal responsibility they may or may not be prepared for. But but yeah, I'm glad I'm helping you out with that. I just the claymation stuff has a very good tangibility and ways more than one. It's like the streams work out well with this format. There's a community that's big enough for it. Other things, especially, it's like it's nice. I guess I can make it this linear. It's okay. I just wanted to make it look like it was thick. Yeah. So I guess I could fit around his. I don't need the red anymore. Boo. And I think that's dropping onto the TCM thing. Okay. So I guess this may be dead simple. Just fit around a whole suit and make it look buttoned and do the assets on it. But then I still have to get that strap on him, so I have to fit that for a while. So this could be done in 30 minutes if I wasn't trying to be too meticulous. But I'm not gonna rush for the wrong reasons. At least I'm gonna just keep sculpting. I'm gonna do his arms first, I think. But yeah, the rest of the stream shouldn't be too easy. I think if it's at least a little easier to do this, the rest of his torso and suit, it'll just make it easier to talk, I guess. I don't know. It's not too hard to talk when something. But then I have to make a thickness on his leg. So. Okay. Let me see. Adjusting the thickness of his whole suit, making him look 3D is probably the last hard thing I need to do. Like. And I don't even have to even double layer this. I can just push it into armature wire. Yeah, because I don't have to do. It's a single color. I don't have to worry about. Or I could double layer anyways and just make it look buffer. But the suit is thick. Not just his arms if they were, but the suit is thick. So. Oh, I think his hands. They're behind the back in the picture, but I know his hands have like a bit of have gloves on them, so I might have to do that. White, and these like a dark white one more time. Or And yeah, the thickness of their arms. Okay. I'm not going to worry too much about covering a suit yet. I just this tie, but okay. So you're actually working right now, right? Classes, you're in the middle working, or you're just about to work, or setting things up for your school stuff, like rubrics or studying. I think, like, or if you're in some kind of like a peer group or something, you're doing stuff for them too, or just studying, I guess in general. Yeah. I mean, should see if I can get like a level on just ahead of time. Maybe even ask them with the little knuckle thing. Okay. Yo. Right. That at least works with his hand arms are too thick at the bat. I don't have to even shape. I don't have to shape them. I just make it look thick, and not have to worry about the polish either. I guess I don't. That's the one weakness I have. I haven't practiced polishing not only, but I haven't even thought that it would be necessary. Especially some props actually look better when they're dirtier. So they're just it's including the props that have too much detail that they don't. They need to be like look like surrealistic anyway. So yeah. I hope I don't jump scare you glasses and it makes you like spit your water over your paper or something. Or your tablet or something. The accents on here. Maybe just two or one. Just over knuckles. Yeah, that's more realistic. That the big one's bigger actually. And I guess a duplicate that. Oh, duplicate on the other side as well. Oh, his ear almost tore off. Yeah, okay. I can try to duplicate it so I don't forget how to do it. Instead of just forgetting I didn't have the same amount of clay for this prepared ahead of time. But yeah, I could adjust the medium on that. So it's actually almost the same size. Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe a little buffer, less buffer, depending on how much clay I didn't measure ahead of time. Again, just so I got more clay to the other hand, I think. Or, and he looks pretty thick right now. I mean, I just have the suit, look thicker. Yeah. And even if we don't finish the pop in 2 hours, I'm still playing this up anyway just to make sure I have time for other stuff. So no hard impression at that point. Maybe a little bit after a little few minutes after 2 hours, and I might stop it, or maybe 2:15 or 2:20, and see if I can polish whatever I have left behind. Whatever left behind, I can stop. If only other people would show up with the glasses, but no. I mean, like glasses. I'm still glad you're here. Actually, it's amazing that you showed up because it almost seems like every stream I do, people always show up. Even on Twitch, it's like people almost always show up for me. It's like just the ones that happen to be around when I'm streaming more often or less often. Like, yeah, and it's like 3 is a krill though. Real talk. But it happens to be good sometimes. I think there were also 2 people in the same stream at one time, other than me, before, because they were missed between when they visited. I think it was like one of my creative friends and then one of my other creative community friends. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, I sometimes I do push the stream sometimes, but I try not to like make it a big deal. But I also try to see if I could, like maybe to spread word about it a little bit, and then have the stream afterwards, or having a schedule. That's schedules are useful on Twitch. So on Twitch, it's useful to have a schedule for streaming, and they even give you tools for that. So, but to push a stream ahead of time and no people notify that I'm going to do it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's like, maybe a little thick clay. Yeah. That was just what I need. Okay. And always straighten out these hands to face the body, right? And again, the black clay. Maybe a little less. Yeah, if I know I'm going to do a stream, I can do these stones. Right in the middle. Maybe that line's a little too big, but it's good. Actually, glasses I never asked, but like, what kind of high end majors are you trying to go for? Because psychology, right? It's like a I figured it'd be something like that, or like about the mind or something. Uh, Seems something like high level stuff. I guess I would think something that seems more tangible than anything. I guess if that makes sense. Oh, philosophy. Okay. uh, oh, that's actual. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that then. Yeah, it's like philosophy is really nice. I don't. I think I don't. I tend not to judge people, but like I think philosophy is very very nice. Even the motivations against the psychology. I think people. I've heard that there was like a. Oh, okay, personal identity. Okay, yeah. Those two things actually seem really interesting because to me at least it's like a it's a because I think I heard that one of my creator friends was motivated to go into psychology, knowing that most people statistically seem to be like a leaning to psychology if they were going to make a lot of money or have other selfish desires and not so much help other people, but like he was going in personally to help other people and himself, and so with psychology and then philosophy, I actually understand. There's a good reason to go into philosophy for. There are really good reasons to go into philosophy without much judgment on that behalf. It's like the big stereotype about philosophy is that it relates to things like uh like not being as practical, but even then it's still I believe that'll really help you out with classes. I'm glad you have that kind of a direction. It's like I may not know enough about it, but it's like I know that I know that there are things that give it hidden truth. There are really good things about it. Yeah. I don't know if I'm talking crap, but I'm not talking trash talk, but you know, because there are plenty of people who would compare it to like gender. There are people who would really be that shallow. They would compare it to like identity politics or gender stuff like those cliche like bad. Even those may be good. Who knows? But like the cliche bad degrees. But honestly, no degree is bad if you have the capacity to learn in the first place. College is still worth it. But it's like a just only when you're mentally ready prepared. I guess that's what I've been hearing is that mental preparedness is good for college, and waiting until you're actually ready to know what you actually would be passionate to study or something. Like the hands are a little different size, but I'm okay with that. And the arms are a little off center. I'll keep the tie like that until I get the suit on, which might be right now. Yeah, and I'll wrap around the extra part of the suit at the last second again if I can. I'll do the legs at least and have that ready. Okay. I don't even need the reference. The reference kind of turned off for now, but I just because I pretty much know what his legs look like since watching the anime. Yeah, I agree. I know that that probably is the case anyways. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I tend to be a full cycle person by personality myself. Uh I leaned into thinking of things like character animation for stuff like that. Obviously, what I do right now, but like character animation might be relevant to me if for a degree, but uh, otherwise, I lean to the other directions. I lean to the more like sometimes I lean to business administration. Sometimes I lean to like inventing and uh, STEM stuff. Sometimes, but I still need more time to figure my own crap out. I guess I just like I really believe that philosophy is understood because I think that was what I was trying to express myself was I didn't. Not even I understood that much as I could, and I tend to be philosophical person in my own means. Like I have uh, like I believe in things like law of attraction for one thing. So I have a more of a spiritual like endeavor for things like that. Like I believe in like working hard for knowing that things are within your control, not having to rely too much on luck, stuff like that, in a tangible sense. It's like and there's a lot of lifestyle things you can learn from creators, like how to improve yourself and all that without having to be woo woo all the time. You know, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, yeah, thank you, top, thank you, classes. That I agree. Yeah, I still find plenty of things to do, no matter where I'm going with things. Yeah. The funniest thing was I almost never get bored, and I never like actually like get like a. I dare say that I never even get stressed for some reason because I may not know what those actually like. So, but I don't seem to get bored or stressed. I just have a weird way of getting troubled and anxious and not as and maybe paralyzed sometimes too much and not taking action when I should or not taking action when it would be the best opportunity to do so. So yeah. So thankfully, granted, I am doing things like this, so it's like like it's like a, so, and I always seem to learn a lot from my situations and try to be more positive over time. If I haven't already been, I usually think I've never been anything. The first ordeal was I agreed to never be a pessimist, even if I wasn't already an optimist, and then it was to have obnoxious amounts of positivity without being a Pollyanna, but being positive wherever I could and wherever would make the most sense, and then see how I could better detect my negativity, even if I didn't know I was being negative, and going from there. Like, but yeah, I do continue to learn. So I have a weird gambit with the learning never ends thing because I know that that's true, but it's like some people sell it a little bit too short, in my opinion. Like they make it look like there's nothing that can really stand still and have a good milestone and have a reasonable like sense of confidence in their wisdom, even though they could still change their mind anyways, which is true too. But it's like a like a you know you can always change your mind about what you think and it's like it's a good thing that happens. But it's like you know that's the funny thing between sophisticated and universal advice giving is like I'm glad one of the things I'm real grateful for is the abundance of things like comedy and entertainment, but more than that, I'm grateful for the abundance of people that are patient enough to know that not one size fits all kind of thing. I'm grateful that they're willing to give that a chance, even if it sounds simple and easy. Because maybe some people won't even give that a chance. Like they won't be able to tell people that straight up that their advice might not be relevant to them. It's a really good thing, and you work from gratitude like that, and it seems easy and simple, and that's why it gets looked over a lot of the times. Great things like gratitude and positivity and self care, I guess. Like that's how sophisticated I can get about it, if that's the right word for it. But, no, I'm probably not gonna boycott this prop here. I'm gonna still probably put accents of colors around this high because that's what it looks like over here. So I could just put the leg and be like, yeah, I'm done. No, I was like, uh, but there has to be like enough shape for it to be 3D, which it already does have right now. But it's like, it still looks really good right now. By the time I was putting the second arm on, I was like, yeah, that's already looking good, and it looks good now, even though. Now, even now. Oh, I'll put it on the other side then. Okay. Yeah, that covers that part. Okay. Yee, glasses, you're a champ. Even though you're studying, which is helping you, and me, but it's like, but you're actually able to hang out this long, and this isn't a terrible amount of time, but it's still like it's still nice. It's just like, me and Goss is chilling in a claymation slash college studying stream. It's like, and the inverse would be like if it was like one of those like these exist, but like if the people doing the study with me streams, they already exist, but like the study with streams and someone just shows up and is like, thank you for doing this stream. I'm gonna animate while watching. It's like flip side. From what we're doing at least. Yeah, now this would be the easiest boycott. It'd just be like, oh, I'm gonna stop the stream as soon as I look like I have a good character. I'm gonna keep going even then, but just like I said, I just gotta. I seem to measure metrically very well how I'm gonna make a prop in 2 hours approximately. I've done this many times over. I have no idea how to do it. It's an easy metric to measure how fast I do animation in frames per second, or how fast I make a prop. Not rushing, but like I seem to have convenient amounts of knowing how to be that proficient, and the proficiency is only getting better if I pay attention to it. If I do, like, but a good enough proficiency would be maybe not to always prove to people that animation isn't what it looks like in many degrees, because I tried to make those videos where I was talking about how the process isn't actually as hard as it looks like, even if you're not passionate or patient as me. But it's like to an extent, it's like so. I don't mean to say on the other end of the argument is if people brag about animation being instant, which isn't actually always the case, but it's like but then the far end of that is the far opposite end of that is saying that animation takes forever, or animation takes so long that you wouldn't have to believe. And I try to find a middle ground from there, because my experiences are still a little different. Even as someone who seems to be more talented than I need to be, there are people who are actually better than me at this already in certain degrees. And I just happen to be someone who's skilled at the sculpting process and the animation stuff, like without having to use a lot of different expertise tools or whatever. Even then, expertise can be seen as a myth. That's another story, I guess. Like people who talk about mastery, I guess. Yeah. So I could thicken his legs and make him stand better. I could, you know, put the more. I have to actually put more clay around his torso, anyways, to fit the assets. But that's him so far. And if I can make him stand up towards the end of the stream, that'd be pretty good. Like, yeah. And you can tell I'm not BSing with this clay prop stream. I actually made a prop so far already with clay on top of armature wire. But you can almost no longer see the wire, so that people who haven't seen the prop yet, I did the thumbnail on accident. I was like, oh, the recording thumbnail. I didn't want to place it yet, but I can just change the thumbnail and make wherever he is at the end result and just have him look like that. But I'm gonna put two ends of clay on his side, and then these may look a little too big, but I'm gonna have to fit around him anyways because it's the whole thickness. So okay. See if I can make it look like a little. Yeah, because it goes a little thinner towards his groin. So just look like this. Let me see if that works. Right. That. It doesn't too bad yet. Okay. Still doesn't show temperatures chest anymore, but yeah, I gotta get that in. And maybe one more on not his other chest. I guess I don't have to even work on the fittings even then. I just like make it look like it's an actual suit and just like look like, oh, it's a actual sleeve. No, just mold it in. Like, and since it's an armor, I can move like that and it'll stay in place. The armor for the most part saves a lot of trouble with sturdiness and staying animation, so which is kind of related to the traditional brick film and bionicle stop motion. You moving like a part and it stays in place and then take a picture. But like at least that's what wherever traditional stop motion would be seen like that. But so claymation doesn't have to have only adventures. I've seen this one guy, Slotborg. He's amazing at brick film stop motion. He's actually really good. He makes it look almost like a complete rival to like claymation creativity level stuff. Because what he can make out of bricks and Legos is amazing. Like what he can sculpt. So I would not say that claymation is superior to traditional brick film stop motion or whatever, or bionicle, etc. Action figure. It's like depending on what you do with it. It's like as cliche as jade as that sounds. It's like a because claymation comes with the extra burden of knowing that they had to sculpt what you're making, and it's like usually at least even if you're working with props that are already pre-made with the other materials in polymer or plastic or whatever. That could include brick films and other stuff. But that's when you combine clay and brick or whatever. Like, I guess I could just form this back here. Maybe I should have made his pants a little different color, whatever. Yeah. I guess I can make him dark it later if I need to. Just mix it black and over. Maybe yeah, his pants should have just been jet black. Yeah. But it would combine with the shoes, though, or whatever. You. Right. Enough clay for that, yeah. Nice. So I can make this pants a darker color and mesh between the shoes and the tuxedo torso part. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. There we go. And this is the point where I can actually make the clay not as dense or whatever. I don't know. Why is not enough T posing? That looks like someone from one of my Japanese animes. Oh man, that's not even showing as much of the suit. Okay. His shoulder is so buff as actually was right. Straighten out. I don't know if I was supposed to shift this clay in the direction, but and finally the bottom part of his pants. Okay. And then maybe to cover that tie a bit more. And then maybe just the clay or whatever. Or ducking the pants, yeah, ducking the pants, okay. It should be not hard. So about a few more things like that. And that would just about make 2 hours for the stream. Darkening the pants over and over. So it covers about the part of the top. Okay. All right. Just all right. What about here? Yeah. That wasn't surprisingly easy part, yeah. Adjustment. This traversal is about done. So to make him less funky, I'm gonna have to make sure that he has the pants stocking. I'm gonna add more black clay to that part of his body. So I'll have to spread a thin line of black clay around his legs and keep him woolly around them. Like this. And this. Okay. I have to mold in. I'm gonna have to continue to do it for like his pants too, I guess, yeah. Fortunately. This is sufficeable because I can actually at least know that his armature is going to adjust to it. So yeah, just it's like, what was that clip? It was my finger. Okay. Oh, and that's the pants as well. Yeah. Cool. All center. Oh yeah, not the left leg is more adjustable, so because I had less armature on it. So dang, glasses, you're a good listener. You actually knew what I was saying and all I was showing. At the end of this, I might actually end up making like a accidentally making the pants just look like they're stonewashed or something. Ooh, dance, okay, pants. How to mix colors while our armature frame is still attached. Not forgetting the torso. Yeah, just about here. Okay. How am I carefully doing this? Holy crap. I'm pressure just as I get used to this. Not mixing up too many of the colors, I guess. No, maybe slowly but surely we'll get to that black point. Or maybe it wasn't that black. I don't know. Should be dark enough. Do it. All right, more black. and also makes more shaping because I ruined with the clay, whatever. On accident, I don't have enough clay on the end. When it just moves around something, make sure of that. Why am I even keeping the reference alive right now? The reference is even. Oh, oops. Gotta push back on that. Gotta not mix with those too many times. There's about only two things I have to do other than the pants at this point is like adjust the accents and make the shape right or something, and shape the rest of the mask or something. But at that point, if I'm just polishing there, I could end the stream whatever I end at 2 hours. But yeah, damn, I'm super meticulous with the 2 hour thing. Get darker, dang it. Oh, this is getting darker, I guess. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's okay, glasses. Yeah. At about the 2 hour mark, I will stop because I'll probably find a way to warm myself in the last 10 minutes to just like work with whatever is after the polishing or something. Like in 7 minutes, if I have this done in 7 minutes, then I'll just like. It looks darker. It is getting darker though, like the pants. So. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, it is. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, I'll try to correct it as it gets mixed in. So I'll correct it now. Oops, it's kind of shifty. Corrected. So yeah, if you don't have a way to set still for another 15 minutes, you can go for classes. I just figured. I forgot to do the back end of this. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I'll pretty much end the stream about like 10 more minutes or. Ooh, oh hey, Twisted Tree on the replays. You finally, I'm not the only. There's now 3's a crowd. It's like, oh, not much. I'm just making this pop for this anime that I like. It's an underrated anime in my opinion. There's like this one, the one of the host characters from the show that wears a mask like a lamb llama mask or something called Alpaca. Like or the character's called Alpaca. So, but yeah, I miss you guys too. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hey, Jason. Yeah. I always assumed that that was your sister though, or your brother, for some reason. Because I got you on Discord, so yeah. It's like 3 of you that all subscribed me at the last second. I was like, the heck? It's like it's a cult now. we got families in this shit. Like, against subscribers one. Like at least a good number of my family members are rating my YouTube channel. So. Dude, that's almost like, yeah, thanks, man. It's like I'm always having like subscribers in every single. Thanks, thank you, Jason. It's almost like having like a different subscriber from my community in the streams every once in a while. It's not even just the same people. It's like different people from different times or whatever. Nice. It's like but yeah, this is yeah. I started this prop pretty much at the 3-minute mark. I started making it. And I had this clay ready, but you know, I just went at it. I started with the mask and then did the neck and torso and pants and feet. Unfortunately, Jason, we are going to actually maybe end in another 15 minutes after 15 minutes because I like ending these right at the 2-hour mark. Traditionally, I just especially if I'm only polishing at the last second, even for the nicer stuff. But yeah, feel free to stick around until then if you have time. I might stay longer than 2 hours. It depends. Like, yeah. Then I almost like had like a, you know, so. It's always about like 2 people on average that show up these YouTube streams. Maybe on Twitch too. But I have a Twitch also on Class One. It's like some of my other like Twitch and Discord friends also know me on Twitch, but I do different stuff between them. I had time most of the time on Twitch lately, and then I did like one stream for watching my videos on Twitch, and then I did usually K-pop streams, sculpting for YouTube starting off. Very first time streaming, I actually started using YouTube, and then I started streaming like last month, a month or two ago. I finally got around to doing it, and I made sure I had the bandwidth and all that set up. And I didn't always need an encoder. I needed the encoder for Twitch, but I didn't need it for YouTube. So I just did webcam streams and did K-pop sculpting until then. And the very first streams I did ever were on YouTube, and then I went to Twitch to do the hand time encoder stuff, which even that isn't too hard, but like it's just like hopefully the pants are darker. Okay. Okay, torso. I can live with this. Yeah. The plan is to eventually, like with YouTube in particular, the plan is to incorporate the true intention of the current channel banner, because the channel banner is made by a creative friend of mine. He designed it for me to replace my crappy older channel banner. I can probably get better avatars too at that point, or visual designs for thumbnails. But and I don't even need to use thumbnails all the time. I can use whatever I use every half an hour. If I had good custom thumbnails every single time I made a video, it might be ideal. But I'm not trying to push myself to that right away. So, but yeah, with the channel banner, the plan is to lean into that way it's saying, like the storyline driven claymations with soft skills. I'm gonna eventually lean into that kind of stuff and see if I can, even with the entertainment claymations, if I can have that kind of thing going on. If not, have it for other original claymations and other themes and original designs and all that. And always experimenting even into these claymations, experimenting with different stuff, like the suspension rig guy over there. I can show you if I have time, but at least it was visible in other videos. The suspension rig, the wooden metal beam rig that I might eventually use for fancy best claymation. But a lot of my pups are already back there, so. Yeah. All right, so to probably like see if I can just to check whatever I get through at the 2-hour mark, and then go from there. If I have anything else to keep doing. Yeah. So like for storyline, it implies that there will be longer claymations, and at that point they probably would be, but hopefully this isn't too long. This was a stamp stream, actually, I think. Okay, hold on. Let me just flex it to the side. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. That's good. Yeah. The only problem with the legs is that they look like they wouldn't gonna stay up straight. One was longer than the other or something. Like, but yeah, it's okay. Just kind of like the long pictures. I was trying to add more blacks to the legs so it would look like actual pants and not distinguish like a jet or suit for the whole like figure. Although, ye creators unite. It's like content creators unite. Oh, that's why they didn't fight on this because the feet weren't straight up. Okay. So I guess from there I can see if I can add the essence to his suit, which there's room for. See glasses. You see that's the blessing right there is having one like multiple people on the same stream, including myself. Okay, see glasses. Thank you for showing for the stream, by the way, and have fun. Good luck with your college stuff and your food and all that. See you next time if possible. Okay, still streaming. Carving that in the side. Make it identical on the other side too. I'm gonna do another one. Maybe that was a little too low. I don't know. No, it's just you and me, Jason. This pocket character is gonna at least show up for like one like stupid scene where he's like gonna talk about my other pops from my suspension rig and be like saying Japanese words or whatever and dub it, sub it or something, and maybe even a claymation after that. If I make more props for them, I can do something brief with them too with a claymation as well. But at least the videos for other stuff. So at this point, I would. Okay. So I got the pants to be darker. There's some accents on there. The very last thing I might actually try to do is, as I may have mentioned, straighten his parts. Yeah, because I might either make a claymation or a like teaser video with him in each of either one. The main plan was to indeed have a claymation with him. It may not be a full claymation. Here you go, a full claymation of him like teasing the ones within OP or EP or whatever, OP or ED. But it's like a just had a kind of yeah. So I guess 5 minutes into this, yeah. If you don't mind, Jason, I might end the stream at 5 minutes, but it depends. Maybe 15 more minutes after 2 hours. But so the eyes, mouth, nose, tie, tuxedo, feet, hands, knuckles, ears. Yeah. Just gonna add more to his buffness. Now you took a more clay off this, or I'm gonna straighten out his other arm. I think. The very last thing, actually, even after this, yeah, the tux is nice, is to see if he can step straight on the table. So I'm going to add more buffness to his rest of his shoulder. Yeah. It's still a big ass armor even then, so yeah. I'm glad I got the mic set up right before I had people coming in here because it was off for like 20 minutes straight while I did the first text. Okay, and then maybe for these last 3 to 4 minutes, see if you can step straight. Oh, sure. I'll probably push on Twitter if I can, or push it to you guys on Discord. Because I have your DMs already, so I have at least your DMs and the other guys' DMs, Glasses and you, Jason. So I'll DM you guys and I'll push on Twitter as well. And if I want to, at least if I do choose to, I'll push it a few days ahead of time. I do miss you too, Jason. I just I really do look up to people like you and Glasses. I just especially people like you, because you were a little more earlier. I knew the guy Glasses in the other chat. I knew him since like 2019, because we were part of a creator group on one of our Discord servers for creators on YouTube, and it was really nice. We were part of it for like 3 to 4 months, and it was me and 5 other people working together. He's one of them, and I was the other one of the people, and it was really nice. We were actually like every like every Monday night we would meet up. No, every Sunday night we would meet up and do discussions every week. And we did it for 3 to 4 months, and we had to disband eventually. And we started hitting each other up after the year after that happened, and it got right after that. So I miss you, because I do look up to you, and I do get a lot from what you offer. And you're a very interesting person, not just that, but you're a very loving person also. So that sounds like a little bit of a selling short, but I do respect a lot of things about you. Like, you do inspire me, and so I don't mean to dismiss that when I say other people do the same thing, but it's like So, and I love my brothers too. I just I just happen to have a bit of a bias to my cousins. Yeah. Not enough T-posing. Oh shit. Lean down. Oh, what if you could do the background thing? Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Yeah, I'll try. Weekends at least. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Fixing that. Last minute, he'll be standing still with his arms around his back, like in the picture thing. And that works okay. That's okay. That's all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's just good enough. Okay. And yeah, he might fall back on accident. Who knows? Stay still, everyone, because stop motion is on the move. I might end it exactly 2 hours, so or below after it. Yeah. And that's him standing like upright. And I can show you the reference one more time, and then maybe on the stream. It won't be exactly at 2 hours, so I'm already gonna be late. So I'll show up with you guys in person later on, Jason, if I can. I'm gonna have to come back one more time for my second Moderna shot for my full vaccination. So COVID vaccine, and it's like I need to just come back for that on the 17th, and then I have a doctor's appointment today and other stuff going on today. So here was the figure in question, and that's him. So that was him. Maybe for a thumbnail, I guess, if I could do that. If not, I'll just use whatever I had the thumbnail for. So yeah, 2 hours already, and that's his hands on his back. As best I could do that. I imagine, my sculpting is really good. I'm getting better at the 3D depth and making them almost look identical, even if they're still a little dirty and not literally approximate, but like they're still very close, like dangerously close in looks. It's actually nice. Like I can make them look believably close to each other. So just if that. So some people aren't saying they'll do like every single to the very brim of the detail, like some of the peanut props from Sassy P Secret Laboratory. The one I already did one before for a couple claymations, but it was but the way they were literally painting like acrylic paint on them, and they were like literally like having to the brim. There's like claymation animators maybe ahead of my skill level that do like steps that they not even I can really do right away with material or talent, I guess. But my talent's still pretty reckonable. I just like pretty nice stuff. So I used about maybe half this clay, this tool a lot, this tool quite a bit, and then and used bits of the black clay, dark blue, half of this for the tuxedo, but I was like when I did this ahead of time, so and parts of the red clay. And mix it with blacks, use more of the whites, and use more of the dark white. And that's all I really needed was this palette here. I had more clay back here, but yeah, so yeah. I'm gonna see if I can do anything else in the house, and then go through all the rest of my day, whatever I need to do, and other things I need to do throughout the day. But yeah, I just yeah. So okay, so see you, Jason. See you, everyone else who's here, or if anyone helps show up. Thanks to everyone showing up. Glasses and Jason, and I'll end the stream here. Yeah, and I hope you guys show up next time if you want to, or I'll do a claymation if not a teaser video, either one of those two or more with this prop if I can, and then or maybe a tutorial like this. This kind of is a tutorial as live stream at this point, so 2 hours build the stream for the prop, and that's usually what I usually do with making 2-hour prop streams. So, and yeah, see you guys later. I think the stream a minute. Oh yeah, oops, a minute in, and it'll end the loop. So yeah, see you guys 1 minute. Okay, let me do the 6-second thing. Yeah, 60 seconds. Okay. And that should be good enough time. Okay, yeah. And 3, yeah, okay.